Hi folks, on the experimental branch for Survive the Nights, um, they released the ability for you to create your own, host your own server. You can either play solo or host. But what we're going to do is I'll show you how to access the experimental. So if you have Survive the Nights, and if it's not installed yet, install it. Then after it's installed, right click on it, go to beta. You'll most likely have it set up as none. Tab down until you see experimental. Wait till it downloads what it needs to download. Then start it up. Now let me, boom, boom. There we go. Now let's just host for a second, see if it's going to work or not. Progress time, true. Yeah, you want the time to continue, right? PvP disabled. Well, that's, I mean, normally I leave it on if I'm playing with some of my friends. Then I'll end up, you know, if they want to attack me, that's fine too. Now this is where you put your name. Because NS server. Server password. Now there are some games out there that don't even allow you to set up your server password. It's really like Miscreated is that way. It's a horrible game, actually, to be honest with you. Miscreated is just a bad game. First join message, return join message. That's pretty self-explanatory. IP address, we'll leave it at that. Show them public servers, that's default. No, I don't want to show them. So if you don't have it on public server, you don't have to put a password in. Okay, report that Steam wants a query. These for showing in the query. That's okay. We'll just leave it at that for that. He also given you backup ability. That's pretty cool, you know. I mean, okay. So let's start off. Let's start the server up and see if it's going to work or not. Okay, we're going to allow access. I think it's kind of nice that he's actually that he's doing that. I don't know. It's not showing me the information as far as owned would be favorites, history. Let's do 127.0.0.1. I forgot the port. Let's see if this works. Now, there should have been an indicator telling me that the server started. Retrieving Steam, connection to Steam initiated. And now this is me playing locally if I'm able to. Connection server denied, incorrect path. Yeah, I know. Okay, hold on. Do you think it would have allowed me to... Let's look for Minecraft. Oh crap, holy, I didn't put it in private. No. There should be a LAN option here. And it didn't pop up showing me my password. So how will I... That's host. Okay, we're going to stop this for now. We're going to take the password out. And I do have shown public servers false. So we should be able to join. Alright, so the status there, preparing background process. Okay, so it is telling me the information I need. That was my bad. Actually, I really hope these developers change the way those zombies look. Because they're horrible. Come on. They're horrible. I hope they're only placements because they're just horrendous looking zombies. I mean, come on. The other stuff is really quite cool in this game. It's come a long way. The devs have a really hard time with it. Okay, so we're now online. Let's go to servers. Let's just do direct connect. See if it's going to work here for me. Connection server denied, incorrect parameters. What do you mean incorrect parameters? What are you talking about? Okay. Oh, could be port. Not allowing me to change the port. So we'll go with port 0, I guess. Okay. Well, no, I did. Whatever, if it's going to do that or not, I don't know. But this is experimental. Connection server denied. Jeez, you gotta be kidding. Alright, hold on. What we're going to do is we're going to go host. We're going to stop the server. I'm going to put as true query port y minus I is beyond me. We're going to put a password 115. Let's do hordes. Okay, you really can't change that. That's default. Okay. Root spawn. 3 is default. Zombie amount. We're going to do low. I don't like... The zombies are so ugly. I mean, it takes me right out of the game. It's kind of weird. Alright, so connection port. The port that that other player should use to connect. So we'll go with, I don't know, 2507. We'll just try. Oh, I don't even have that open. 7950 is default. 7950. I didn't even see that until now. So it's true, showing public servers. Start the server. Woke up this morning. My wife woke me up. Our water pump broke. I'm a little sluggish right now. Got it fixed though. I'm the sort of person that when I sleep, I need to. My body has to wake up on its own. My brain has to wake up on its own. If I'm woken up before then, let's see if we're even in the list. Then I always feel sluggish. Let's look for my crops. What was the port? 7950. Let's see if it'll populate. We'll put the port of 7950 just to see. We did put a password in. What's owned? I know this is... There should be a LAN tab here. Okay, we'll connect. It's coming up with the password thing, but it's not giving me any time to put the password in. Right? Oh, here we go. Alright, we're in. Looks like. Like, I do like the game, I just don't like the zombies and how they look. I hate them. Hate them, hate them. Did ask for a snowstorm, but apparently it's not happening. Okay, we're gonna disconnect to menu. Yeah, it's kind of odd that I've actually was able to server. Oh no, host. Now, because I disconnected, that should still be running, right? I'm wondering. I'm gonna go check on some folks. Hold on. Let's go to where I installed the game here. Should be a dedicated way to do this. If you can start it through this, then you should be able to start it through a dedicated batch file. So what is this one? Survive the night. See, I have. All right, let's go into the. Okay. Yeah. All right. Well, anyway. Okay, so let's start it back up. I was kind of hoping that passive AI amount, the amount of passive AI on the server. Time persistence, true. I mean, I'm quite happy that it's funny how it's not allowing me to enter that password, but it allowed me to connect anyway. Come on, start the server. Do. Now, sometimes Steam, believe it or not, has it takes time for it to populate. So if you are going public, like as I show here is true. All right, it's online. Sometimes it takes Steam a little time to populate it. Oh, we have it on that. Okay, browse. Let's go take a boo down here. No. So you can see a lot of people are actually playing the solos. Okay. Oh, right. Yeah, that would be clear history. Okay, I know that you folks are saying, why don't you play the dang game? I gotcha. I understand that, but I'm just trying to show you that it may take time. I want to make sure I can see this in the list. Because even though I can access this, right, it's still not coming up with for me to put in a password. So I need to know if I choose it from here, will it allow people to have time to put in the password so they don't have to. Yeah, it's still not showing. Okay, we'll connect anyway. See, it's not coming up. But I'm really happy they've got this far. This particular dev, unfortunately, really had a hard time with it. They honestly did. Steam, see what ended up happening is the dev almost had the game finished. It was working quite wonderfully. But they ported over to, I think, Unity, or they did something. And it really messed up everything on them. And Steam wouldn't allow them to go closed. You know? They wanted to have a closed beta. But of course, Steam in its wisdom and being jerks, they didn't. So the game that a lot of people were playing, see, they got to do something with these zombies, man. Seriously, that's just awful. Anyway, the version that people were playing at the time was an older version, which worked really well. It had some incredible stuff in it, and whoa, there we go. Anyway, when the dev decided to switch over, that's when all hell broke loose. Steam wouldn't allow them to have a closed beta. The game got incredibly bad reviews. People trashed it, and rightfully so. Because dev, you know, this is one thing I keep telling devs: stop chasing tech. Just stop it. Because that's all you'll be doing is chasing tech, and you always will be behind in development. Always. I don't care who you are. I mean, some other devs that were making some really decent games like Subnautica, they were chasing tech. And I kept screaming at them, stop chasing tech. What are you doing? And they just couldn't fathom as to why they're always behind schedule in their development. And it's like, what, you can't figure that out? You know? Stop chasing tech. That's all there is to that. Finish your game, you know, and get it out there. Like, the world itself is your standard generic Unity basic way. I mean, every Unity game looks pretty much the same. Almost every game. There are devs who do their own textures and all that stuff and do all that. I don't know if this dev does it or not. But I always liked this game. It's just, they, you know, it's sad the whole way around. It just is. You know, it's just sad what happened. But this is what happens when developers keep chasing tech. I'm serious. You keep chasing tech, you're gonna deserve what you get in the end. And if your game blows up in your face or it just goes dead, it's because of you. It's not because of gamers out there. All right, it's because of you. The only ones who destroy their own games are developers, and that's all there is to that. But this dev, he's sticking to it, and I just wish what happened to this game never did. You know, because if you go back to 2016 when the advertising or the promotional videos were done by other YouTubers, you could tell the game was right on. It was spot on, man. It was a really decent game. And then, of course, the developer decided to start chasing tech, and it went to hell. And that's what happens. Developers never seem to realize what they're doing to themselves. Right now, there's one game, and I can't remember the name of it. You know, game had wonderful promise. What was being developed was incredibly cool. And then what did he do? Started chasing tech. He's now 2 years behind schedule. I mean, developers have to wake the hell up and stop chasing the tech, man. That's all there is to that. I'm getting sick and tired of it. You're buying into an alpha and you're thinking that, you know, this is so cool, and then all of a sudden everything just stops. And then you may get a news article stating that while we're updating to version or we're updating to this new engine, so it took them 2 years to get what you have in your hand, and it's going to take them another 2 years in order to get it back into the new. And by that time they'll say, oh well, no, we're holding it back because we decided to chase after this tech. And it's like, please replace those zombies, Deb. Please. Please replace those zombies. Those are just horrible. Anyway, there you go, folks. I always wanted better for this particular developer. And personally, I think he was treated badly, but he did it to himself. He did it to himself by switching over. It's sad, but hey, at least it's where it's at. He's still working on it. That deserves my respect. He didn't cut and run. He's still working on it, so that, like I said, deserves my personal respect. And that's it. Now you can have your own servers. Like I said, you have to switch over to experimental branch in order to have it. Bye for now.